guys, it's Angie. Today is Wednesday. Today I'm gonna use the car vent phone holder again. I'm on the highway on my way to work. I've done a little bit of adjusting to it. It's really easy to adjust even while you're driving, and I'm going over pretty bumpy areas and it seems like it's doing pretty good. I'm satisfied with it. I'm not going to return it. I think the fact that it bounces a little bit when you're going over bumps, you can't really hold that against the phone holder because it's a really bumpy road. Can't be perfect. The car's bouncing, but the phone isn't really bouncing that much. So anyway, like I said, it's Wednesday. Wednesday is the night. I don't remember if I ever told you guys or not. I might have. But Wednesdays, my husband goes and plays pool with a cousin and some buddies. And he has done that for years. Probably at least 15 years, if not longer. So he's got some really good friends that they go do that on Wednesdays, and then sometimes they go to we have casinos here that have buffets, and so there's a crab night that they do, and so the guys will go to crab night or whatever, or they'll watch football games on the weekends, stuff like that. I think it's important for him to have his guy time, and we've just always, we do things together, but we always have also done things separately. We're not like attached at the hip kind of thing. I've never been one of those. There's a lot of women, ones that I know, that are so consumed with jealousy they would not let their husband I still don't understand that. People that say, well, I don't let my husband do this, or I don't let my wife do that. It's like, they're a grown adult. Why do they need your permission? But anyway, I think that's part of why he and I get along so well. And I don't know, I feel like not only is he my husband, he's my best friend. And so, I even went to Chicago with two girlfriends one time, two girls from work. One lives in California, and then one lives closer to me. She lives like an hour away now because after we got let go, she moved. But that was really great, and he didn't call me every day. And I called him every day, but he didn't like check up on me. You know what I mean? So we have trust in one another, and so I like that he does his guy things. I don't do as many girl things because I think I've told you before, we moved around so much when I was growing up. I don't really have a whole lot of girlfriends, so I don't really. And then my best friend, she lives 45 minutes away from me, so it's not like I can just say, hey, Luana, let's go do this or that. So we probably could get together a little bit more often than we do. And now that I'm working up north, closer to where she lives, I could text her and maybe we could go have coffee after work or something. I might do that. I might text her later. So anyway, on Wednesdays when he goes and plays pool, it's kind of, nice for me too, because then I get caught up on some different TV shows that I record that he's not really that big of a fan of. And so I usually will get my shower and go to bed pretty early, not to go to sleep, but to catch up on the TV shows, because I record them in the bedroom because I get all snuggled up in there. And sometimes that's the day I paint my nails, although lately I've been doing that on Sundays. But so there's like this show called Dead Files on the Travel Channel that I really enjoy, and I like Ghost Hunters, and the only actually really ghost show that I like is Ghost Hunters, because the other, to me, they're like skeptics, and they try to debunk things. They don't go in there assuming that a place is haunted like some of those other ones do. And so I think they every little creak of a house, they're going to attribute it to a ghost. And I like the ones where they're really looking for the real deal. And if they don't find it, they don't find it. And if they do, they do. So, but that's the one that's got Jason Hawes in it, and it's on Sci-Fi, and it usually comes on Wednesdays. It's on hiatus right now. I like the people on it. And so I usually will record that show and then watch it later, because then I can fast forward through all the commercials. But and then I like that show Bates Motel, and my husband doesn't watch that. So when that's on, I have it DVR'd. There's an American Horror Story. When that's on, it's DVR'd. Can you tell there's a theme here? I like scary shows. So, and then if there's not any shows going on, then I'll just maybe look for a movie or something. Like I watched, I don't think it was last Wednesday, I think it was the Wednesday before, I watched the remake of Psycho, which wasn't good. I mean, I think Vince Vaughn is a good actor, and he played a good Norman, but I don't know. Anne Heche, not real thrilled with her. But the problem to me was, you know, like in the original Psycho, there was like some camera work and things that Alfred Hitchcock was the first to do. And you know, there's like a part where she's driving in her car and she's got all these thoughts going through her head, and you know, in the old movie that was really cool, but in the remake they did that too, and it just seemed cheesy and goofy. I don't know. It's like I didn't even care that she got killed. You know, I didn't feel sorry for her. I thought she was, I don't know. But anyway, it was one of those things where since I'd already invested some time in it, I watched the whole movie, even though I swear I wanted to fast forward. But I didn't really care for it. Some movies should just be left alone. I mean, there are some good remakes out there. Just like there's some good sequels. You know, a lot of times sequels aren't as good as the first. And like my husband and I last weekend, or the weekend before last, we went and saw 22 Jump Street, because we hadn't seen 21 Jump Street, but like the week before 22 Jump Street came out, we Redboxed it. That movie was so funny. I mean, if you like that kind of humor, I thought it was funny. And my husband, I mean, guys, or him at least, he has even he laughed at some spots that I didn't laugh, but I still thought that movie was really funny. And I mean, come on, Channing Tatum, how can you not like to watch anything with him in it? He's really good, nice to look at. And then so we went and saw 22 Jump Street, which I thought was just as good as the first movie, and I felt like we could judge it good because we had, you know, within a week apart we saw the first one and the second one, and it was really good. It was really funny. I liked it a lot. I mean, I don't think it got the greatest reviews, but I think critics don't usually like the movies I like, and they definitely, it's like they hardly ever give comedies good reviews. They, to me, always give the boring movies the good reviews. It's like a lot of times the movies that they're going over at the Academy Awards is like, that movie sucked to me. I mean, I quit. I used to try to watch them all, and I quit doing that a while ago because, you know, usually there's a couple that are good, but to me, for my opinion, usually they're boring as hell, or they're just stupid, or you're just like, what did I just see? So I don't put any stock in what critics say. Now, when I'm going to rent a Redbox, I do read the reviews that just normal people put. And if they're all bad, I won't normally Redbox a movie. If I do Amazon Prime, so you can get free movies. Well, it's not free, you pay money every year, but you also get a bunch of free shipping. You get free Kindle books. You get, now it's music free, movies free. There's a lot of stuff you don't have to pay for after that, and I get more than my money's worth out of it because I order a lot of stuff through Amazon. So, and I always get my free book. I do the Kindle, and So it's a good value to me, even though they raised the price by like $10, I think. It's worth it to me. So if I see a movie on Amazon Prime and it got bad reviews and I think, well, I'll give it a try, because then it's only thing you lose is some time. And if a movie sucks, I'm not going to sit and watch the whole thing, even though I did that with Psycho, and I don't really know why, but maybe because there wasn't anything else on. But I really like Amazon Prime. I think it's a really good value. I don't know if any of you guys do it, but I think probably if you do and you order a lot from Amazon and you take advantage of the other features of it besides just the free shipping, you know what I mean. They even have TV shows too, and they keep getting, you know, more. I don't think they have as many TV shows as like Netflix, but to me they have more movies than Netflix, because there's been like 3 or 4 times now I've been subscribed to Netflix and then I've canceled it because, and the online version, the streaming. One time we did the kind where you get the movies in the mail, and they used to have one where you could do the live streaming and you got like 1 movie a week or something, but they don't do that anymore, and they raised their prices. And we got them again not too long ago, and I canceled it within 2 months because there was like nothing, you know. I wasn't impressed with Netflix. A lot of people have Netflix instead of cable. We still have cable. You know, a lot of people don't have home phones anymore, and we still have a home phone. So I think we're probably a little bit behind the curve on some of that, but I like having a landline. I don't really know why. And I definitely like the cable, because we have a lot of channels and stuff, and my husband and I split it, so it doesn't make it that expensive. And we have a good cable company, in my opinion. You know, most people don't like their cable companies because their customer service is usually not that great, and ours is no exception. I don't know where they hire those people from. And some are nice. I shouldn't really say that, because we've had the same cable company for as long as we've lived in our house, and we've lived there 19 years. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't say that, because we've only had like 2 bad experiences with customer service. All the rest of the time they've been really, really super nice. So I take that back. I do like the customer service. One of the times they told me that we were going to be out of our phone, cable, and internet for a week, which was ridiculous, because a utility company had cut the cable line. So it wasn't even anything we did. It was some stupid construction, and they supposedly couldn't get anybody out there for a week. So I had to get kind of pissy, which I don't normally like to do, because I know they're just doing their job, but that was unacceptable. And we had it fixed the next night. So, and man, it's like when you have no phone, no internet, and no cable, it's like you're lost, or at least I was. I mean, we ended up playing some board games and stuff, but I didn't realize how much I relied on the internet. And even at night, like we like to watch the news, or, oh, excuse me, it's early in the morning, I'm still yawning, but you know, we like to fall asleep to the TV. We just put it on sleep, and I know they say don't have a TV in your bedroom, but I don't care about that stuff. Who is they anyway? You know, there's a lot of stuff that, you know, don't have a TV in your bedroom. Can't think of any of those other things. But that one, you know, we sit, like last night, we sat and watched the baseball game, and then after the baseball game we were watching Family Feud, because we always try to find a TV show that's easy to fall asleep to, you know, that's not going to get your mind working, and then we put the sleep on the TV, and so it goes off about a half an hour after we're asleep. So it's not like it keeps us up in the middle of the night, because we don't have it on all night. But so do any of you watch have HBO and watch True Blood? I'm not going to talk about True Blood because I don't want to spoil it, because other than to say this is the last season, which I don't really understand why HBO is doing that, but because to me it's a good show. I think they should keep going, but they're going to do what they're going to do, and they wanted some new shows. But so anyway, I know there's at least a lady that I work with, or used to work with, I keep saying work with, but that I used to work with, she was always a season behind because she used to buy the seasons when they came out, so I would not talk about the show because I knew she was a year behind me. And so I'm not going to talk about it because, like, even us, we DVR it and we don't watch it for a couple of days, sometimes up to a week. So I always hate that whenever people will ruin a show, because nowadays that's how a lot of people do shows. They don't watch them right when they're on live. We do that with the Big Bang Theory too. Sometimes we go a couple weeks without watching it, and then we'll watch 2 at once. And although I don't think I've really had anybody spoil that show for me, that is probably my favorite. It is my favorite TV show that's on television right now, and it has been for years. And I do buy the seasons of that show, but I wait, because if you wait until the day after Thanksgiving, they usually have the prior season for like $7 or some really cheap price. So I'm always behind on buying them, but I still can get them, and I get them at a good price, because we've actually taken the seasons with us, like when we've gone somewhere that doesn't have like a TV or whatever, and we'll just watch something on the computer, so we'll take those movies, or not movies, those shows, because I never get sick of them. I mean, I can watch them over and over and over again. And I like all the characters, and I didn't think I was going to like it when they brought the girls on, but I do. I like it. They've picked some great actresses, for Amy and Bernadette. And then there's the new one that's Raj's girlfriend. I don't know if she seems like a good actor too. I think it would be hilarious if, I just think it would be so funny, if, like, excuse me, like Penny and Leonard got married, and then like if Sheldon and Amy did, and if they had kids. I mean, I just can see the show being funny for years to come. I don't want it to go away, and they just got, I think it's their 8th season coming up, that they just got signed for the next season, so I'm really happy about that, and I just love that show. I mean, if I'm ever feeling like I'm sad, just pop one of those DVDs in. Just love it. I have just been riding behind the slow truck. I don't know why. I don't know. I left a little early this morning, and really I should go around him, because if I get there early, I can leave early. But you ever just wake up before your alarm and you just can't get back to sleep? I did that today, and I laid there for a while, and then I thought, why lay here? Just go ahead and get up and get ready and get out of here. I was thinking I could beat some traffic and stuff too, but it seems like a lot of people had that idea, or maybe at this time of day the traffic's always like this. On the way home, it's getting really irritating because they started construction, but they only do it like in the early morning, or not the early morning, well, maybe the super early morning hours, but they start it like at night, and so they're working on it at night, but they put some of those barriers up that kind of narrows the lanes, but the road's not closed, it's just the lanes are narrower, but people are like stupid. I don't know what their problem is, why they can't just continue to, I mean, the speed limit went from 65 to 55, but these people start going like 30, and I don't get it. So it's been taking me like an hour or more to get home in the evenings this week, you know, Monday and Tuesday. Monday it took an hour. Yesterday it took an hour and 10 minutes. And that's just really annoying. I mean, it takes about a half an hour to get to work in the mornings, and then it takes me usually 45 minutes to get home because the traffic is heavier on the way home. It's like on the way to work, I'm going against the heavy traffic. But it's so annoying. And there's really not another way I can go from the section where it's all messed up, at least that I know of. Maybe I'll experiment, pop my GPS up, and then just get off and see what it makes me do. Because those people, I don't understand people, you know. So it's bouncing a little bit. It's bouncing now, but I'm going over lots of bumps. It's like an exit ramp that has a bunch of humps in it. I don't know if it's a flaw from when they built it or it's just, I don't know. But, you know, people that live in areas where you get snow, you know how the roads get, because of the snow plows and the salt and everything, there's lots of potholes and a lot of damage gets done to the roads over the winter time. And, you know, Missouri's no exception. It happens here too. And they're not usually the quickest at fixing it, and because sometimes it takes a whole resurfacing. I mean, they fix the big potholes and stuff, and parking lots are the worst. So, but anyway, I wanted to just get on here and just gab at you a little bit. Try out this car vent phone holder again. I'm happy with it. You know, it's definitely less bouncy than the other two that I tried, and I think we're at the location of it that I have. It's okay. I mean, does it bother you that the steering wheel is in the view? Because I don't really know how to adjust it to where I don't have at least some of the steering wheel in there. See, now I'm going over a lot of bumps again. But anyway, I'll let you go, and I'll post this on YouTube later. And I hope you all had a really, really good day, and I hope you have a good the rest of the week, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!